Hey guys, so I'm here to do a review. It is a different type of review, but I'm putting it on my book channel just because it can work with books or creativity type of review. So I got sent a package and I'm really excited to share it with you guys, and it is Artiqo, I think that's how you say it, paint pens. I have never tried these before. I've tried multiple paint pens before, but I've never tried this brand because these are extremely creative. They're great for everything. They do say that they are for quote-unquote rocks, but like it says on here, works on most surfaces. So a couple of things that I tried, obviously I did it on paper to show you guys the colors. I also tried a couple rocks, which are gone now, and then a couple of things of different types of surfaces, but those are also gone as well. So I'm very sorry that I don't have those for you today, but I'm going to tell you a little about this brand and these markers. This is a box that comes with 15 different markers. It does have quite a few different colors. I will say when I did get it, I thought it was a little bit on the smaller side, just because I guess in my head somehow I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger. So inside the box, of course, you get your 15 markers, as well as this little instruction sheet that on one side it says to share it with them, and on the other side is the best way to get the best result from the pens. So I tried doing exactly what it said, just to make sure that I'm not putting my own bias into it, that it is being used exactly how the instructions said, and they were pretty good. One of my first negatives about this was that when we got it, the box was in plastic wrap, but then every single one of the markers was in its own plastic wrap. So it took a little while to try to get all of them out of the plastic wrap, but I'm guessing they do it just in case something does break open or something happens to the pen in shipment, that it's in that plastic wrap so it doesn't ruin the rest of the markers. But it was a little tedious. They come in, like I showed you, a bunch of different colors. The different colors is you get violet, light purple, pink, red, orange, brown, yellow, light green, green, blue, light blue, black. You can't see it on here, but white, silver, and gold. And I really liked them. They actually don't have that much of a scent. Like, you open it, obviously I have color on all of mine because I've tried them, but you push, I'm not going to do it because it's going to give me paint on me, but you push the tip down, get the air out of it, you shake it a little bit, and then you put it down on paper, and you kind of like dot it a little bit first, and then it gets the paint into the tip, and then you can use it. But I will say that unless you're like here sniffing the markers, you cannot smell them, which is really good. I liked that, because there are a lot of paint markers out there that smell very heavily and that you can't really escape the smell, and I don't like working with those. But these didn't have a smell really at all. One of the best things that I do like about these is that they dried very quickly. That I love, especially when you're going to possibly try to do this with children, because they get things everywhere. And there's a lot of kids that like will get a rock or get a piece of paper or get whatever other service that they're doing, paint what they want to do, and then go play with it. But with actual paint or with some of the other paint markers, you can't do that. You have to let it sit there and dry for a little bit. But with the Artiqo paint markers, it doesn't do that. You can do it and it's dry in maybe a minute or two, and then it's all set, and you can just go and play with them or go put them somewhere, which I loved. I will say another negative about these markers is it only happened with a certain number of markers and not a lot. If you look really closely, when I showed you the colors at the bottom, you could start to see some brown flecks. It only happened with the brown marker, but when I was I put the air out and then I was trying to shake the marker, it started kind of spitting paint out, which obviously could have been a manufacturing dysfunction. It could have been anything. It could have been the way I did it. I'm not placing blame on anyone or the brand. I'm just saying that just when you get these, just watch out for it, because if you're shaking it every which way, you could be possibly getting paint everywhere. It's not a lot. It didn't happen a lot, but there were some specks on there when I was trying to shake it, which shouldn't happen because obviously when you shake it, it should just stay in the little tube. But regardless, it wasn't that bad. And if that is the only negative, this is a good set of markers to have. The cautions on the back, obviously, they are flammable. Definitely keep out of reach of small infant children. They are harmful if they're swallowed, and make sure whenever you use them to recap them again, because they will dry out and they will get everywhere, which is not okay. I really enjoyed these. I really, really liked these. I think if I was to give it a number of stars out of anything, I would probably get a 4 stars. The only reason not giving that 5 is only because it was tedious to get all of the markers out, and some of them, when I was trying to get the paint into the tip, did give me a little bit of trouble. But other than that, this is a great set of paint markers. If you want to go and purchase these yourselves, I just got mine off of Amazon, but if you want to go purchase yours, I will leave the link down below as well, so you can go and purchase them. They are really great markers, and I do really enjoy them. I'm excited to have them and keep using them for all of my things. So yeah, like I said, if you have any questions, comments, or anything, leave them down below, and I'll definitely see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.